Does the president believe that there should be an investigation into the police response to this school shooting?
So we've heard of, need some water? You okay? Let us know. The president, we've been watching the reporting on this. The president has the utmost respect, as you all know, for the men and women of law enforcement. Just days ago, he honored the memory of the former police officer, Aaron Salter, in Buffalo, who was killed bravely while trying to stop the shooter at the supermarket. I know that right now authorities are working to piece together more details of what happened in Uvalde, so we won't prejudge the results from here at this time. It is always a good idea to look back and try to find any lessons we can learn, especially from tragedies like this, so that we can prevent them from moving forward, including law enforcement response.
President Obama cried at that very podium hours after the Newtown shootings. There have been a million shootings since then. Lots of expressions of outrage. Lots of expressions of wanting Congress to act. They haven't. I mean, there are people out there, saw several of them on TV today, who say this president needs to do more than all of that. This president needs to declare a national emergency. He needs to create task forces. He needs to create, a czar of gun things. He needs to say he's not leaving this building. Why isn't he doing any of that?
So on the public health, on the emergency, he has already done that. The president has already declared gun violence to be a public health epidemic. He has done that already, and he has mobilized our federal departments and agencies, including the Department of Health Services, to respond. So that has been done. Look, this is a president, as I've said already, who has been working on gun violence, gun reform, comprehensive gun reform, since he was a senator.
More of an indictment than it is a plus to say that the current president has been involved in this for more than for decades, and it's not being fixed. These things are happening over and over again.
But look, Michael, we are frustrated as well. We are angry as well. Look, I said this earlier and I'll say it again. This is a president who has done more via executive actions. This is how much of a priority this is for him, because we're a year into his presidency. More via executive actions than any president in their first year.
But many of those are not directly
right,
related
which is
to the
why
issues of mass shootings. They may be directly related to guns, and that's important. I'm not saying, but
right.
They're not directly related to.
Well, this is why we're calling on Congress to act.
I want to follow up on this idea because the president campaigned on a promise to be able to bring Democrats and Republicans together to get the hard things done. Why has he not been able to bring them together to make this a legislative priority to even get a small measure done when it comes to
Well, I think that's what Senator Schumer is trying to do.
Yeah. Why not do that in the early days of his presidency?
Well, we have been talking to Congress before these two shootings that have been clearly very public and very devastating and horrific in this past 2 weeks. We are doing it now. Look, we know that this is not easy. We're not saying that this is easy. And the president is doing everything that he can to get this done. But we are going to continue to call on Congress to act.